ones that I want to share, and thank you for that question. Because again, hearing the conversation so far, one of the things I wanted to make sure I share, and this again something my father talks about all the time. Of course, Tarji just a second ago was talking about growth mindset, and in all of these franchises, as has been discussed, that is definitely what they're looking for. Dunkin', McDonald's, Coldwell Banker, you name it. If you want just one, forget about it. But, you want to grow and not swell. I'll repeat myself. You want to grow and not swell. I've got colleagues that, they come into, Mickey D's, and they, cashed out another business to get their first franchise. And McDonald's asked them, how many restaurants do you want? Oh, I'll take them all. Just give me. They're like, you'll take them all? I'll take as many as you can get. I'll take. Okay. So they give him 2. I'll take more. They give him 2 more. And it never fails. When they bite off more than they can chew and grow too fast, they wind up cashing out. Some wind up going bankrupt. Bankruptcy, fortunately, in our business is minimal because of the cash flow multiples we were talking about before, and the cash flow multiples in our business are extremely nice. Chef's kiss. But seriously though, just be mindful of your numbers and mindful of what you can handle. If it's for you, it's for you. Ain't nobody gonna take that opportunity away from you. When it's time for you to grow, you will. Second nugget, I had a discussion, speaking of Chili's, I had a discussion with Junior Bridgman. Junior Bridgman is the former NBA player who owns like 1,000 Wendy's. He has like 300 Chili's restaurants. He's also one of 2 black Coca-Cola bottlers on the planet. He also owns Jet Magazine. This gentleman, though, in conversation with him, biggest nugget I got from him was he normalized the conversations about business with his family. He works with all of his kids. One of his sons runs the Wendy's and the restaurant enterprise. His other son runs his Coca-Cola business, and his daughter runs Jet Magazine. And I was like, how did you, because I didn't want to work with my family when I was coming up. How did you make that happen? When he was every day, every night, at dinner, no TV, no distractions, they talked shop, they talked business, and they normalized those conversations. So as they got older, when they graduated from high school, they knew that just getting a bachelor's wasn't enough. They also had to get an MBA. They knew that once they got that MBA, they were coming back to work with their father and take over the family business. And that is something that I know culturally we do not do. We are not having not only the money conversations, but God knows we definitely ain't having the business conversations. And the more we can normalize those talks, like I heard my guy Will talking about before, and all his different layers and all of different family influences that he had, the more we can normalize that, the more succession plans and the more generational wealth we can achieve.
I imagine everybody in this room would like to have this next challenge on Tim McDonald's. You talk about succession. Have you formed plans on what's going to happen if you go off of the Caribbean or a Mack truck hits you?
Succession plan is in place. I do have, we got the trust and everything already set up. My now 10-year-old son, he's going to be blessed a few different ways. Not only is he the only grandchild on both sides, it's crazy. Yeah, but again, I'm very humbled by my success, and I'm leaving everything to him. But he too, we're already having the business talks. Quick story: during COVID, I'm on my Peloton, I'm watching CNBC. He comes in to my room, and he was about 7 at the time, and he asked, "What's the red and green on the screen, Dada?" And I'm like, well, those are the, those are numbers and stock, and that's how business is doing, this is what's going on. Oh, okay. So when what's that going along the bottom of the screen? I'm like, well, that's the ticker. And it lets you know, different companies and how much, to own a part or a share of that company is worth. Like, oh, okay. So how much are Beyblades? Those of y'all with kids might know what Beyblades are, okay? So I'm like, well, Beyblades, that's not a company, that's a toy, okay? But do you know what company owns Beyblades? 5 seconds. Hasbro. I'm like, okay, cool, all right. So let's look up the ticker for Hasbro. Found it, HAS, and the ticker, and then a dollar amount, for Hasbro at the time was like $60, something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna buy you 50 shares. Now you own 50 shares of your company. And by the way, while you're looking at that, son, what other companies are also owned by, what other toys are owned by Hasbro's? He lit up like crazy. Hasbro has Transformers too. So, again, having those normal conversations and it doesn't matter how old they are. You start talking to them now. And I mean, he's 10 and he's still, asking, hey, can I see your phone? Because he wants to know how his Hasbro stock is doing. And he's checking his portfolio and he's got the custodial account and all this other stuff set up. But yeah, I almost, I can't wait to see what he's doing, when he's 16, when he's 18, because, I love, for Taj to be talking to him, in a few years and, give him the next chapter of this conversation.
Last one,